Fundraising is already up more than 30% this year as ovarian cancer joins breast cancer as the dual purpose for the annual Mother's Day Classic. A Heatherton family knows too well the trauma that both can cause. They spoke to Joe Hall.
For the Maisels family, lightning did strike twice.
Nobody prepared you to the moment that someone said, oh, you've got cancer.
Mother Alana and daughter Kani have battled both ovarian and breast cancers.
And I looked up to her so much and I thought, if my mum can do this, like I can do this.
Fortunately, Alana's ovarian cancer was found early, but surgery and 11 rounds of chemotherapy was still required.
You just have to basically live day by day.
With the family starting to see light at the end of the tunnel, another cruel blow, with Kani receiving a shock breast cancer diagnosis.
I was scared for her. I was scared how we're going to go through it again.
My sister and my dad had already been through such an ordeal with doctor's appointments and, such heartache to then now realise we've got to do it all over again.
The 24-year-old endured a mastectomy and, like mum, chemo.
I'd lost all of my hair and I was dealing with, I guess, a new version of myself that I hadn't really been prepared to know.
With the prognosis for both mum and daughter now looking promising, they, like others, are championing the crusade against the two cancers.
For the first time in our 26-year history, we are supporting ovarian cancer research in addition to breast cancer research. And the response from our community has been extraordinary.
The ovarian cancer community is absolutely over the moon. It's been a long time coming. I think survivors, their families, current patients have felt neglected and overlooked to some extent.
Breast cancer is the second most commonly diagnosed cancer in Australia after prostate cancer, and the 5-year survival rate since 1994 has increased from 76% to 92%. In contrast, with no early detection test, the ovarian cancer 5-year survival rate is just 49%, a sorry stat that hasn't changed in 50 years, and it claims a woman's life every 8 hours.
It's chemo-resistant typically as a disease. 80% of women who have ovarian cancer, it comes back.
This is really important that we do more research to understand the biology so we can better detect and to treat ovarian cancer.
Registrations for this year's Mother's Day Classic are already up 20% with the inclusion of those impacted by ovarian cancer. Among the growing crowd, Alana and Kani, all will be uniting for the common cause.
We obviously both charities are so close to our hearts, and I think as women it's a perfect initiative for us to get around.
Joe Hall, 9 News.